Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, we are from Group 3 and here we will present our discussion about Proximate Analysis Journal.
Let's start with the first journal, which entitled Comparative Proximate Analysis of Some Food Condiments. Here is the method of foods analysis. The first is moisture. Moisture content was determined by heating 2 grams of each fresh sample to a constant weight in a crucible place in an oven maintained at 105 degrees Celsius. The next is dry matter. It was used in the determination of the other parameters. Next is crude protein. Crude protein with percentage of total nitrogens times 6.25 was determined by the Kehdal method using 2 grams samples. Crude fat was obtained by exhaustively extracting 5 grams of each sample in a sucklet apparatus using petroleum ether. Boiling point range 40 until 60 degrees Celsius as the extractant. The next is ash. Ash was determined by the incineration of 10-gram samples placed in a muffle furnace maintained at 550 degrees Celsius for 5 hours. The last is crude fiber. Crude fiber was obtained by digesting 2 grams of sample with sulfate acid and natrium hydroxide and incinerating the residue in a muffle furnace maintained at 550 degrees Celsius for 5 hours. And, and for the result, we can see it on table 1. So we can conclude that ginger has the highest amount of moisture while the raw locust bean seeds have the lowest moisture content. The nutritional components of fermented locust beans, except ash, are significantly higher than those of the raw beans.
And the second journal is Proximate Analysis and Physicochemical Properties of Groundnut. And here are the methods. The moisture content was determined by drying in an oven at 100 until 107 degrees Celsius to constant weight. Next, the crude protein content was evaluated by digestion of the sample using Keldall's method. The crude fat was determined by continuous extraction in a sucklet apparatus for 18 hours using hexane as solvent. And then ash by incinerating in a furnace at 550 degrees Celsius. And then crude fiber by sequential hot digestion of fatty samples with dilute acid and alkaline solutions, and total carbohydrate by difference according to AOAC 1980. And the results, we can see it on table 1. The moisture content is 5.8%, ash content is 3.8%, crude fiber is 3.7%, crude protein content is 38.61%, and fat content is 47%. And from the result, we can conclude that groundnut characteristically contain high level of fat and protein with low level of moisture, ash, and fiber.
The next journal is Proximate Analysis of Castor Seeds and Cake. For the method, the seeds coats were removed to to prepare the decorticate samples while the other seeds were analyzed and decorticate. Both the decorticate and undecorticate seeds were ground into fine mills using a blending machine. The cake was prepared from the castor seeds by oil extraction using the chemical hexane. Here we can see the result in table 1.
So this is the result for table proximate composition of decorticated full-fat castor seed meal and cake. And for the result, undecorticated seed cake contains higher values of dry organic matter, crude protein, fat, fiber, mineral matter, soluble carbohydrate, except for the gross energy and crude fat contents, which were higher on undecorticated full-fat castor seed meal. Organic matter content or DM, crude fat as content, and gross energy were higher on decorticated full-fat castor seed meal than those on decorticated seed cake, while the reverse was the case with the crude protein, crude fiber, and soluble carbohydrate.
Okay, everyone. Enough about the presentation, our discussion about proximate analysis journal. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.